Well, off to cloud computing. Severalnines, welcome to the stage.
Hello, welcome. So my name is Vinay Jusri, and I'm CEO and co-founder of Severalnines. This is a cloud computing type of pitch. You know, we are selling to companies, and we'll get into more details now. So the name Severalnines, sometimes, you know, some of you might not understand what it is. It's about high availability. We have it in our genome, how to build highly available systems. So what is it we do? We basically help people run elastic databases anywhere. And I will explain a little bit to you what it is. You know, what's an elastic database, basically? Because that's one of the big problems we find today. How do you start from one database? You go from 2, 3, 4, painlessly. And usually, if you are the founder of an app, you might not know this, but your technical co-founder will understand this. They will be the one trying to, you know, add more databases. So, you know, people first. Who are we? So, you know, today we are basically headquartered in Stockholm. That's where a lot of the sort of key core technology is being built, and we're very close to some of the cloud computing research. We're also part of, you know, some of us have backgrounds in MySQL, so we have a long database background. And all the usability, all the user experience, product packaging, SaaS, that's made out of Singapore. In terms of marketing, it's done out of Dublin, and we also have one very senior Silicon Valley, you know, board advisor, and we're just about to get another very senior one as well. So in terms of our, you know, sort of startup DNA, we have databases. I mentioned MySQL. You know, we have a lot of years of experience there, and you know, we've also worked at things like Ericsson, you know, sort of high availability telco. We are pretty seasoned in terms of infrastructure. We also are totally, you know, sort of self-financed today. We have no loans. We haven't sort of, you know, taken any money. We've tried to do this ourselves. So in terms of evolution of the infrastructure, you know, you will probably recognize this. Every single switch of the infrastructure stack, we've seen many, many more databases, many more users, and we are today at the brink of cloud computing. So many apps out there, and what we see is that we're going to have tons of databases. Now, here's the thing. There are at least 80 companies who got funded over the past, you know, 2 years. And I'll let you on a very little secret, actually. These guys might not be addressing the main problem. What's the main problem? Actually, those people who run databases will know that. It's not to download your MySQL. It's to actually run it. That's very, very simple. Everybody knows that. And what we don't know sometimes is, what's the hidden cost? How much does it cost us to run a highly available database? It's probably about 10,000 euros a year per instance. Can you imagine? And what we have seen is that very big companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, they realize some of this, and they have actually they've actually come out with their own database as a service to solve some of these problems. And that's great. There is a market there. They get it. The issue is, these are services which are proprietary to their clouds. That's the one problem. The other problem is, look at the availability. You know, that's not me saying this. You have so many sites on, you know, sort of on the internet that actually measures this. And if you're an enterprise, you're looking at, you know, maybe deploying your database, you can't live with that type of availability. Or maybe you would not want to put all your eggs in the Amazon basket because you will get locked to that cloud. Maybe you want to use your Finnish cloud, or maybe you want to use your data center. So what we are doing is, we will allow you to run your databases anywhere. Maybe on, you know, maybe on sort of Amazon, maybe you'll use your Finnish cloud provider, or you'll use your on-premise, or maybe you'll use a combination of those. So this is Data Cloud. This is what we do. We help people deploy, monitor, manage, and scale, and it's a freemium product. So it's very low sort of barrier to entry. Very simple to use. It's like a you know, simple app in a way, but hey, this is complex stuff. We have PhDs working on this. You don't build this in a couple of months or something. Go to market, we have SkySQL as a reseller, and we basically charge per node per year.
All right. That's time.
It's 4:45.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then you have 10 seconds.
Okay. Okay. Database as a service. We have lots of users. 10 customers this year, 100 next year. Okay. All right. Well, finally, this is basically what we're doing. No hidden costs, no lock-in, and Severalnines availability. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from our dear judges?
I guess your judges really don't understand what you're doing because we're not the CTOs or managing the databases. But I think really trying to understand your revenue model here. So you said that you have some resellers and getting to the market, I guess, is one of the key items. So maybe address that a little bit and talk about the money.
Yes. Can I use the slide?
Oh, sorry. Sure.
Answer the question. You don't know slides to answer the question.
Okay. Well, right. So it's very easy. Basically, the deployment model is, we are out there. People are talking about us. We spend $0 on marketing. And basically, the reseller came to us and said, hey, we see your usage. You see your stuff being used out there. So they came to us. So for us, it's about delivering very, very good software, very simple to use. There are 7,000 companies using us today for free. And this is how we actually get the actual customers. We actually work on our conversion this summer. So, we are kind of new, So the first thing was to get a lot of users. It has to be easy. $0 for enablement. That's very important. And once we have the users, we worked on the conversion. So in terms of conversion, we have 5 paying customers in the last 3 months. And average deal size is 5,000-6,000 euros. Okay? And that's pretty low because we want to make it easy to get people on board.
Okay, and another question. Firstly, never use 3 minutes telling about your team. I'm not interested in your team. I actually want to know the problem. Because I'm a simple CEO, been for 15 years just a CEO, so I have a CTO to do that. But you are presenting to that. So tell for a CEO why I should tell my CTO that we should check your business out, okay?
Absolutely. That's a very great point. Thank you. So the main reason is all these people out there are rushing to be first out with a good app. They need to be able to scale. They need to be able to scale on demand. There should be no bounds. If you have technologies, they should be used to building the business stuff, not to build the stuff down there, which actually, sort of you can buy. And this is basically what we're doing. We're taking a lot of the complexity out of the infrastructure so that you can actually run faster. So you can basically, get a very scalable infrastructure. You don't have to spend money or people on it. You can spend your money and your people on building your app, making more cool features, getting more users, instead of building databases or scaling databases and all that. You need a CTO because at the end of the day, the technology is there to be used and misused. If you don't know where you're heading with your applications and your platforms and what choices you make, we won't tell you that.
All right. Give a big hand to Severalnines. Thank you.